Welcome to Charleroi, south of Brussels. I found a really cheap fare on Ryanair. It was £21 return, so I decided to come here for 24 hours. Poor old Charleroi. It's the sort of place that people arrive promptly to leave from. No one ever hangs around Charleroi, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm spending 24 hours here. There's a bit of construction going on here at Charleroi, so things are a little bit disorganised. The bus is supposed to leave over there, but I believe it leaves now over there. Anyway, Charleroi. Charleroi is to Brussels what Prestwick is to Glasgow, Han is to Frankfurt, and Torp is to Oslo. It's a second airport, and it's used mainly by geographically challenged low-cost airlines. When I think of Belgium, I think of chocolates, waffles and chocolates, and I really need to get all of the above while I'm here. Now, according to the Charleroi Airport website, there should be a van that sells waffles outside Terminal 1. That's where we are now, and it's more or less a construction site. So I'm going to have to hope for the best and get waffles in the city centre. I'm also going to try for Moules Frites, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's the national dish of Belgium, and it's effectively mussels with chips. I'm also going to try the national beer, the number one beer, Jupiler. But firstly, I have to find out where the bus leaves from. 5 minutes into the country, and that's my first waffle demolished already. Very sweet, very sugary, but also very delicious. Right, I'm trying to find the temporary location for this bus from Charleroi Airport down to Charleroi Sud, which is the main terminus, and I think it's down here. There's a complete lack of signage here as to the bus into Charleroi itself. I'm guessing it's back there. That's why there's 20 people waiting for the bus, which arrives in about 8 minutes. I'm hoping that's how the system works. Poor old Charleroi. It used to be an industrial city, but in the 80s and 90s a lot of the steelworks closed, and it was hit with unemployment and poverty rates, which was amongst the highest in Europe. It's got a bit of a reputation in Charleroi, but I'm pretty sure as long as I don't walk down dark alleyways at night and I use common sense, I'll be fine. I did see online one description of Charleroi, and it said, "She's not pretty, but she does have character." I think I know what that means. Right, where's this bus? Well, that group was in fact a senior citizens group going somewhere. Everyone now who hasn't boarded that bus is drifting over to that bus stop there. So I might go and join them. When in doubt, follow the locals. But I think they're confused as well. I'm hearing quite a few French accents here. Aha, is that the bus coming now? At this rate, I'm probably not going to get away from Charleroi Airport. That yellow bus was the bus, line A. I was told it left from here. Guess what it didn't do? Leave from here. There were already passengers on it, so they've obviously boarded further up there, near Terminal 1, Terminal 2. Fortunately, they're every 30 minutes. But this is cutting into my 24 hours here in Charleroi. Well guys, I'm usually okay at thinking on my feet, but I am totally bamboozled here. I just spoke to another person who worked for one of the other bus companies, and they assured me that bus A to Charleroi Sud leaves from the orange bus stop. Now I said, what number is this bus stop? No, it's just orange. Look at the orange bus stop. Guess what there isn't in this area? An orange bus stop. I have no idea. I know where it doesn't leave from, over there, because that's where I was standing. And in fact, there's still a couple of people still standing there scratching their heads. Well, I've established that the group of people down there aren't waiting for a bus. They're actually waiting for Ubers or private rental vehicles of some sort. Still, there's no sign of an orange bus stop here. I've checked over and over. There is no such thing as an orange bus stop. The next bus is due in about 7 minutes. And it will pass by here. I just don't know whether I'm going to be on it or not. I do have a ticket though. I do have a ticket. All I need is the bus to take me somewhere. I did speak to a couple of locals, and maybe it was my pronunciation, they didn't understand what I was on about. They didn't even recognise Charleroi, so I don't know. I don't know. Right, wish me luck, guys. 7 minutes and counting. Well, I'm finally on the bus. I can confirm there is no yellow bus stop. It's nowhere near the areas I was told. It's right outside Terminal 1. I actually had to ask the driver if he was the guy going to Charleroi Sud because on the destination board it said out of service. Okay, we're on it now, apparently. I was actually starting to think this could be the world's shortest 24-hour video. Against all odds, I've made it. City centre of Charleroi, and it's a construction site. I've gone from a construction site at Charleroi Airport to a construction site at the main railway station, although this should look pretty good once it's finished. They're laying tram tracks at the moment, so there must be a transport interchange being built. There are a lot of art galleries and museums here in Charleroi, but I don't have time. I'm only here for 24 hours, or after the amount of running around at the airport, a lot less than 24 hours. But I went on to TripAdvisor and I made a list of the attractions to see in town, and I've got them on a bit of cardboard here. And funnily enough, one of them is the main railway station. Just to avoid any confusion, I don't speak French, so if I sound like a local, it's an accident. I'm going to head back to the Gare later on because that is my base camp. That's where all the trams, all the buses, all the trains leave from, and more importantly the bus back to the airport tonight. So I will be heading back there and I'll have a good look around then. I'm running short of time, so I'm now going to go to the Passage de la Bourse, Passage of the Stock Exchange. The Rive Gauche is the main shopping centre in the centre of the city, so let's go shopping. While in Carrefour, I decided to stock up on some Belgian chocolate. Côte d'Or is a Belgian company, but they do produce a lot of their chocolate actually in Poland. It's still Belgian chocolate, I think it's just packaged over there. Does that really make it Belgian? To be on the safe side, I bought some more. And I bought these at Charleroi Airport. Now look at these are fantastic. I love the retro idea. And there was a whole set of these, and I did think about buying these, and I thought, no, that would be just pure piggery. Because what's the use of having chocolate if you're not going to eat it? I love this, by the way. See that? Best by 15th of May 2023. Seriously? Who's going to last that long? And while in the duty-free store at Charleroi Airport, I bought this as well. Little bar of chocolate, and it's got the mannequin piss. And if you know anything about Brussels, you probably know about this little guy and the fact that he's a fountain. So, Belgian chocolate. This is Charleroi Park. It's not listed as a tourist attraction on TripAdvisor, but I think it's the nearest bit of greenery to the city centre. So let's go exploring. It may not be large, but it is popular. Loads of people here. As far as I can tell, that is connected to the local police somehow, but it seems to be closed. But I'll tell you what, that is one seriously impressive looking police station, if it is a police station. Next on our 24-hour itinerary, Rue Léon Bernoux. It's in the upper town where there are quite a few Art Nouveau houses. So let's have a look. Okay, it is 5:35. Still a bit of daylight left, but I want to see a few sights before I start looking for food. Because, and I've written it down again on a bit of cardboard, Moules Frites. Moules Frites, the mussels and the fries. I've got to find that somewhere. Very quiet part of town, this. Some beautiful old buildings as well. These Art Nouveau buildings are wonderful. Well guys, if you've been watching my channel for some time, you'll know I don't have a great deal of faith in Google Maps. They let me down at Charleroi Airport because where they said was the bus stop for the bus into Charleroi itself didn't exist. This is where the staff were pointing me to. This is where this mystery orange bus stop was. They haven't updated their maps and some of the staff haven't been updated either. So, all is forgiven. I came into the city centre looking for a place to get the Moules Frites. Nope. It's on the map, it shows exactly where it is, it shows exactly, but do you think it's there? No. I've gone all around the blocks, all around the little side streets, not there. But I have found a plan B. Always people have a plan B. I do love seafood, and that was brilliant in there. That was a delicious, delicious meal. One of the best ones I think I've ever had away from home. Right, I was going to show you a slag heap. There's quite a few slag heaps around Charleroi. It's a relic of their industrial past. But it is 7:30, and I didn't want to go kind of wandering up a big hill on my own just when it's getting a little bit dusky. Let's have another look, just in case. So as promised, we're heading back to Charleroi Sud station, where this all started, to have a poke around, see what's happening at the station through this construction site. And here we are, platform 2, Charleroi Sud railway station, Saturday evening. It's 20:05 and there's not much happening here. This isn't actually on a main line, so you're not going to get any exciting trains passing through to exotic locations in Germany or Switzerland or France. These are all local trains.
Voie 9, le train IC à destination de Mons et Moucron de 20h09 ne s'arrête exceptionnellement pas.
This happens to me at Glasgow Central as well.
Blaton, Perruet, Antoine, Tournai, Erzo et Moucron.
There is a train for Namur arriving shortly. I was going to try and film that just to see what it looks like. But apart from that, as you can see, not much happening. In fact, there's so little happening, I tried a live broadcast on Facebook and Instagram. If you are on those two social media platforms, consider following me, because every now and again I will try and do something live just to see if you're paying attention, you know. Right, let's see if we can get a train or something, because this place is like the Mary Celeste, it really is. One thing that disappoints me about Charleroi is the fact that everything seems to close at 8 o'clock. It's a Saturday evening and even the shops at the station have all now closed. 8 p.m. There's nothing else to do here in the city centre, so I'm going to head back to the airport. I'm staying at the Ibis Budget Hotel tonight. It's about a mile walk from the terminal, assuming I can find the right road. There is a bus service that goes to the Ibis, but of course it stops at some ridiculously early time. 8 o'clock on a Saturday, you have to go to the airport and then walk. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now, if I can find this bus stop. This is the bit I've been dreading since I was dropped off here earlier on today. Made it on board. Back at Charleroi Airport, and I think I've discovered where the orange bus stop was. I'd assumed I just hadn't seen this sign, but while editing the footage for this epic video, I found a scene where I'd left my camera on. There was definitely no orange sign this morning, or the green signs for the regional bus operator Flibco. I wasn't going crazy, well, not on this occasion anyway. In my defence, they were indicating it was a way down there somewhere, not like 50 metres. That explains why I couldn't find the bus stop. Okay. Right, I'm going to see if I can stock up on some drinks and things, because if everything closes early in Charleroi, the airport shops might close early as well. So let's get in there, see what there is to do, and then find my way through this construction maze to the Ibis Budget Hotel. Good morning from Charleroi Airport. I'm here nice and early, probably a little too early, but I'm here anyway. Decided to have some breakfast here at the airport, get to know where I'm supposed to be leaving from. I believe it's Terminal 2, but I gather that's the more quieter of the two terminals. Terminal 1 seems to have more action in it. That's where the restaurants are, that's where the bars are, that's where the souvenir shops are. So that's where I'm going to be shortly. So what did I think of Charleroi? Yeah, it's got character. Would I come back? Probably. I probably would. I would probably catch Ryanair overnight for one more night and then head off somewhere else. I wouldn't come here just purely to see Charleroi. There are two really good looking old bookshops that I found, but I couldn't go in, I didn't have enough time, and if I had gone in there I'd probably still be there now. Also, we didn't see our slag heap, and I can feel your disappointment. Next time I'll take you to the slag heap. Anyway guys, thanks very much for coming on this very quick trip to Charleroi, and I'll see you next time.